Hi guys, it's Gareth here, aka Rookie, and welcome to my Friday vlog. So, two things to start with. One, I'm recording this on my new PC. I'm having a few troubles with it. One is that it doesn't fit into the table. Two, for some reason, I can't get the second screen to work. I know what that problem is because it's the same brand. It thinks it's the same screen. I'm going to have to figure out a way to confuse it. I'm going to look at that in a bit now. And it doesn't have half the programs on installed yet, so I'm calling this. I probably shouldn't. And the second thing I want to tell you is, yes, I am wearing a superhero costume. Yes, I am wearing a Wolverine costume. It's because children need those. If you follow on Twitter, will find out why I'm doing this. Basically, I'm dressed up. It's all in aid of charity, so I decided not to take it off, basically, because I'm lazy. I am going to stick notes on my screen. I'm about way far back as I can be from my screen alone. That's because my PC is actually sat just there. Let's see if I can show you actually. There you go, just that, like the keyboard. Whoa. Let's get an angle right. There we go, there we go. So yeah, so that's me. I've downloaded basically Cyberlink. You can, because it's basically the one I've always used. I might have to look for another program in a bit to see if I can find something a bit better, but yeah. So I'm going to have to go through my notes on my phone because I'm terrible and I can't remember anything in the week. Right, it's been a long week actually. So let's start with last Friday, which was basically the last Alter Sky Leopards and my favourite runner-up gig. Basically, I went there, I saw the gig. It was an amazing gig, really good send off the end of the night. Really did enjoy it. And then obviously there was an after party, which I went to. So I was there with my favourite runner-up and Alter Sky. I mean, unfortunately, Leopard, they had another gig going next day, so they went off and unfortunately didn't stay. But that's fine. That's great. They did their set, and I saw them the next day because I went to that gig, which I'll talk about in a bit. Basically, I saw Alter Sky. It was great. It was amazing. Basically, I was drinking with the guys. Really good time. Really nice people. Same for the guys from my favourite runner-up. It's great. Having a great time. But then me as the idiot. Basically I got really emotional when I said goodbye to them, and I basically cried. Yes, I blubbered like a little baby. Yeah, I did cry. It was just like so good, and I gotta say thanks guys for doing the shows and doing the music you do to both bands, even third bands, even Leopards. Really appreciate the whole week, guys. It's like the best week of my life. The next morning, because I was a little drunk, that's probably why I cried a lot. Basically, I shouldn't have driven that day. Basically, when I left Wrexham to go to Nottingham, I shouldn't have drove. I was not driving very goodly. I was driving terrible. My driving was shockingly bad. I really should not have driven. Basically, I should have just stayed in my hotel, or at least stayed in my car, and then driven and been late to Nottingham. Speaking of that, my hotel in Nottingham, what a shithole that was. There will be videos. I was having trouble with a lot of video footage because for some reason it was saving all in .mov, which is fine, which has never been a problem before. For some reason, the Movie Maker wouldn't accept it. So they're all on my laptop, which I will eventually sort out and edit, which I'm going to get to. I promise I will get to that. And they will come up sort of next week. I will also record a game video, hopefully on my new rig. You guys want to give it a name? Because I can't think of a name for it. I mean, I've got a name in my head, but I want to see if you guys come up with a better name for it. I then went to the gig from that hotel. So I thought I could get a bus from my hotel to there. Turns out I couldn't. The bus I needed to catch didn't come past me. What I should have done, that's what I should have done, right? I should have got a bus from where I was staying into the city centre of Nottingham, and then got a bus back out again to where I was going. But no, stupid me, you know what I did? I walked there, yeah, I frog marched my way there like a complete idiot. Really bad. I'm not going too much about the gig, but it'll be in my vlog video about it. But basically, the bands there, basically, I felt sorry for like the four that travelled. The two local bands played, and then basically there was really no crowd. I felt really sorry for the bands that travelled. Really good sets, mine. Still, they all played really good. And Chasing Cadence, Chasing Cadence. Man, those guys are full of energy. Like, they're amazing. Even though there was no one really there, they still went for it. Like 100%. Guys, you're awesome. You're awesome. Remember that. You're awesome. Something else that happened there was like leopards. Obviously, I'd seen them all week, but there was this girl who travelled there for her birthday, right? And she tried to travel from London there, and then basically they bought her a birthday card. So they even bought me a pint, actually, to be honest with you, which is really good. Really great guys. I love them all from Leopards. If you ever get a chance to see Leopards, see them. Apart from being they're amazing song-wise, they're actual really good people. Yeah. So on the way back, I stopped in and I visited some of my friends. It was really good to see my friends, and basically my best friend and their kids always put a smile on my face. It's really good. I wish I'd lived closer to them, but it was on the way back from Nottingham. I stopped and seen them. I spent a couple of hours there, cup of tea and chat. It was great. It's like, really good end to a good week. Oh, it's a watermark on the bloody camera thing. So I thought I saw something on the back, on like a spider on my wall. It's not. It was really weird being back at work this week. It was really weird not seeing people and all the new people. I mean, I think I made myself a new friend on the tour. Bethany, who basically worked the merch stand. Basically, I think we're now friends. I think call her friend now, Beth, can I? Or tell me if not. Anyway, but yeah, I think she was an awesome person. Basically, she also has a YouTube channel, which I will link in the description below. Go and check her channel. She does it with one of her friends. Basically, their video is like 300 times better than this crap that I do. You should check it out, guys. Really should. Yeah, so something else has happened, obviously, and my car's now fixed, working properly, no problem with it whatsoever. It feels really weird to drive, though. It really is weird to drive. But I've got less people in my car now because of someone else actually driving. Basically, so yeah, it's a bit weird having less people in the car, but it does make my life a little bit easier because it means I've only got the one drop-off spot now, which is great. But yeah, it also means now, was it petrol money? I pay more for that. But hey, that's swings and roundabouts. Oh yeah, something happened to me. Earlier this week, I contact lens split again on my eye. Again. It's really weird. As when I was driving, so it's like my eyes started going itchy, and then it's like really hard to see. So eventually, I drove with one eye open. Over the last 5-10 minutes of drive to work, I got to work, took the lens out. Yeah, clear split on it. Thankfully, I had a spare with me. I took that because then I went to a gig, and it was really weird going to that gig because obviously there was no Alter Sky, there was no Bethany, there was no Apple Call, because it was like that's what I've had the whole week. It's like really weird, but it was a good gig. The gig I went to was a Day to Remember gig. I mean, a lot of you has obviously probably read the news what happened at that gig. Basically, someone jumped from the balcony there. It's about 20-foot drop, and basically jumped and landed on the floor, splat, ended the gig there. I mean, it was such a great gig. It's the first time I've been to a gig like that in 10 plus years, and it's the first time I've been to a gig with more than 2,000 people and it was so good just to be there and just to be able to be there without a panic attack. It means so much to me that I'm coming on strong. Basically, I can't, I'm getting a better person. I'm getting really good. I'm quite happy. Hope the guy's right. I can't seem to find any news whether he's right. I can find news article what happened, but nothing saying if the guy's fine. I hope he is. Hope his family's okay. So yeah, let's just hope that's all going good. I'm going to touch on something. I'm not going to go too much more detail about this one particular subject, but there was someone I respected and I trusted as basically, if everything's true, as basically I've lost all respect for if any of it's true, which from what I gather, some of it definitely is. But this person has, someone I consider a friend is no longer a friend, just let me down. I'm not going to touch on it, but that really hit me for a day. Basically, yesterday I basically avoided Twitter for a bit, just trying to get my head around it. And also I had an epiphany about myself, which I tweeted about today. Basically, the last year or so, I made 3 sort of changes to my life. One of them being that I started going to gigs again, which has made my life so much better. Those of you who have met me there at gigs, basically, if you see me when bands are playing that I really genuinely like, you'll see this huge smile on my face. It's the most genuine, earnest smile I'll ever do. It's just because I get lost in the music, and it's such a good feeling. I gotta thank all you bands this year that I've seen. Thank you for that. Really do. Thank you. The second one is obviously I moved into this place. I moved in by myself, which made a huge difference to my life. Really has done, and it's made things so much better. So much better. The third thing is these YouTube videos I do. I mean, I started them as thank you videos, then it was like request videos that you guys wanted me to do, and then I'm actually now making them for me, because I hate the way I look. I don't like the way I look on camera, I don't like the way I sound. I hate photos of me. But now, I got used to sound and voice, I see myself on video all the time, and you can see myself just there, look at my face. And I still don't like myself in photos, but I don't care anymore. I'm coming back to me. I'm becoming the person I used to be. Hopefully I can become that. Not crazy Gareth. I don't want to go back to crazy Gareth. Crazy Gareth is a bit too much for anyone, and a bit too much for me as well. But just go back to being Gareth. It's going to be a good time. One other thing, I talked about it a while back about my job and how it may be in jeopardy. I basically had confirmation like yesterday's telling me that nope, my job's safe. No need to worry about it. If my job role's not changing unless I want it to change. So yeah, that was good to hear. So there may be a move to Scotland in the future. On that note, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. As always, have fun.